can assure you, as chairman of the Silver Beaver Selection Committee, that all of the individuals who will be receiving the Silver Beaver Award have distinguished themselves in service to the Scouting program, as well as providing unselfish service to the communities beyond Scouting. So now we'll start with our great awardees. Jeff Beal. Jeff's favorite Scouting moment is being a nervous dad on the evening of his first overnight campout with his son Jonathan. Not knowing what to expect, but wanting to be prepared, Jeff brought a pickup truck just 3 days before camp and invited his dad Steve to come along for support. On the day of camp, they left Livermore at 5 a.m. and headed to Willits for Tiger Cub Safari, where they were warmly greeted by Tiger Joe and the staff. The camp was spectacular. Jonathan shot his first BB gun and hit the target. Shot his first arrow and hit the target. Caught his first fish and rode in his first canoe and rowboat. Inspired by the campfire and Akela's Wheel of Scouting story, the Tiger Cub Safari was and is the inspiration that keeps me and my family wanting more of the Scouting program. The San Francisco Bay Area Council is proud to present the Silver Beaver to Jeffrey Beal. Jeff is accompanied by his wife, Christine Beal. Elizabeth Boileau. Hot, tired, dirty. Everywhere I looked when I came in the lodge, I saw arrowmen who were hot, tired, dirty, and happy, looking as satisfied and as pleased as they could be. All of us had just come from working for 5 days clearing trails throughout the Shasta Trinity National Forest. One of the arrowmen from our council came running up to me to tell me all he had done during the week. Another wanted to fill me in on where he had been and what he had seen. Their faces beamed with pride. We were part of Arrow Corps 5, the biggest national service project in 40 years. We were some of the 600 arrowmen who cleared over 100 miles of trail in 5 days. Everyone in our contingent had a real sense of accomplishment as we drove home. The San Francisco Bay Area Council is proud to present the Silver Beaver to Elizabeth Boileau. Elizabeth is accompanied by her husband, Robert Boileau. Linda Gentile. I've always loved having kids experience things they haven't done and haven't seen by taking them on high adventure outings. Not only did I provide help with these new experiences for them, I've also gained new and unexpected opportunities that I never would have dreamed possible. As a venturing leader at the World Jamboree in England, I was invited to a special reception for Prince William and some other dignitaries. While I was standing around, a man with an entourage came over to me and asked me about venturing in America. We spoke for about 10 minutes, with me doing most of the talking and he actively listening. After he left, I asked someone who this person was, and imagine to my surprise when I was told he was the Duke of Kent, Prince Charles' cousin. Shortly after that, a friend introduced me to Lord Baden-Powell's grandson, Robin Clay. I was able to shake his hand and get a photo of us, which I treasured. I was so thrilled to be able to meet a relative of the founder of the Scouting movement. The San Francisco Bay Area Council is proud to present the Silver Beaver to Linda Gentile. Tom Klipgard. My memorable scouting moment was my first camp with my troop in the forest near Tacoma, Washington. It was my first experience away from home. I learned the importance of being able to work with others, particularly my tent mate and my patrol members. I had the great thrill of being able to see the stars clearly at night and being able to identify the constellations. This taught me the beauty of the universe. I also learned the importance of being on time and being helpful. I experienced the joy of being able to cook something edible over an open fire. The San Francisco Bay Area Council is proud to present the Silver Beaver to Tom Lipgard. Tom is accompanied by his wife, Keith McCollum. Keith loves collecting Boy Scout and Baden-Powell memorabilia. Keith is lucky to have one of the most comprehensive collections in the San Francisco Bay Area Council and possibly Northern California. He loves sharing these things with others so they can begin to understand and enjoy scouting's rich history in order to be part of its future. He has shown parts of his collection at Acorn trainings, Wood Badge critter dinners, a troop 50th anniversary celebration, Trey's Rancho district dinners, and even the recent National Jamboree. You'd be amazed how fascinated youth and adults are when they get to see this stuff. Most recently, he was privileged to be selected to be in charge of the memorabilia building at the 100th anniversary Northern California Jamboree, at which time he put together the Scouting Museum, which was one of the most comprehensive displays seen in Northern California and possibly all of California in decades. The San Francisco Bay Area Council is proud to present the Silver Beaver to Keith McCollum. Keith is accompanied by his wife, Janice McCollum. Merlin E. Rick Nigro. My favorite scouting memory has to be taking part in the sunrise ceremony at the 2007 World Scouting Jamboree, commemorating the first scouting camp and hearing 30,000 scouts from around the world recite their scout oaths. One world, one promise, indeed. The San Francisco Bay Area Council is proud to present the Silver Beaver to Merlin E. Rick Nigro. C.J. Perez. My moments in scouting are skills I have learned along the way. The one most frequently used is ingenuity, such as figuring out how to feed 200 people when the electricity was knocked out because a turkey had flown into the power lines and blown the transformer. Making craft supplies stretch for 50 Cub Scouts when only 12 have registered for camp. Teaching a leader-specific course with only 20 minutes notice when one of the instructors can't make it at the last minute. Working with youth staff who are rough around the edges and watching them develop into a great team member and able to watch them grow in maturity and confidence. And most of all, learning you don't have to go through these challenges alone when you have a scouting family around you who will combine their ingenuity with yours. The San Francisco Bay Area Council is proud to present the Silver Beaver to C.J. Perez. C.J. Christopher Ratto. Scouting presents an incredible opportunity to compile an array of heartwarming memories, not only for us, but also for the individuals whose lives we impact. My scouting memories span from walking to a den meeting as a Cub Scout, my Eagle Scout ceremony, attending Philmont to the 1981 National Scout Jamboree at AP Hill. Each of those memories